Have you ever found yourself walking into a room and forgetting why you went in there? Or maybe you've had trouble remembering a name just seconds after being introduced. It's something that many of us experience, and as we age, these little lapses in memory can feel a bit frustrating, even alarming. But here's the thing, a little forgetfulness doesn't mean our minds are failing. In fact, it's a natural part of getting older. However, just because it's natural doesn't mean we can't do something about it. In today's video, I want to share with you some powerful habits that can help keep your brain sharp and prevent memory loss as we get older. You don't need to be a brain expert or spend hours on complicated exercises. The best part is that these habits are simple, easy to integrate into your daily life, and have been shown to help preserve cognitive function. As we get older, it's easy to feel like our energy is fading, or that our brains don't work the way they used to. But it doesn't have to be that way. With the right habits, we can keep our brains just as healthy and vibrant as the rest of our body. So, let's talk about the first habit you can start incorporating right away to protect your brain and memory. The first powerful habit is staying physically active. Now, you might be thinking, but I'm not a marathon runner. I don't need to be doing extreme exercises to keep my mind sharp. And you're absolutely right. Physical activity doesn't mean you need to push yourself to extremes. Simple, everyday movements like walking, gardening, or even light stretching can do wonders for your brain health. Research shows that regular exercise increases blood flow to the brain, which helps deliver oxygen and nutrients to brain cells, keeping them healthy. Not only that, but physical activity encourages the growth of new brain cells. Yes, you heard me right. The more you move, the more you're encouraging your brain to grow and stay strong. You don't have to do a lot. Just aim for about 30 minutes a day, and it can make a huge difference. But what about exercise for those of us with limited mobility or who aren't able to go on long walks or jogs anymore? No worries. There are plenty of low-impact exercises you can try that will still keep your brain healthy, like chair yoga or even gentle tai chi. The key is to stay consistent and find something that works for your body. And if you're not sure where to start, don't hesitate to ask your doctor for recommendations on safe exercises for your needs. Now, let's move on to the second habit, which is one that I'm sure you've heard a lot about, but it's worth emphasizing: keeping your mind engaged. As we age, it's easy to fall into routines that don't challenge our brains, but the truth is, the more you use your brain, the better it will work for you. Just like your body needs regular exercise, so does your mind. There are many ways to keep your mind active. Reading is a great option, especially if you choose books that make you think or spark new ideas. Crossword puzzles, Sudoku, or even learning a new language can all help keep your brain sharp. But the best part is, you don't need to sit down for hours of mental workouts. Just a little bit each day can help your brain stay active and alert. Now, here's a fun tip: try switching things up. If you're used to reading novels, maybe try a mystery or a historical fiction book. If you love doing puzzles, try a new type of puzzle or challenge yourself with a more difficult one. The idea is to keep your brain guessing and prevent it from going on autopilot. Engaging in new activities or hobbies can give your mind the variety it needs to stay sharp. It doesn't just have to be about books and puzzles either. If you've always wanted to try painting, knitting, or even learning a musical instrument, now is the perfect time. These activities are not only fun but also stimulate different parts of your brain, helping you build new connections and strengthening your memory. So, we've covered staying physically active and keeping your mind engaged, both essential habits for maintaining your brain health. But there's one more habit I want to talk about before we wrap up this first part, and it's something that's often overlooked: making sure you get enough sleep. Yes, sleep is incredibly important when it comes to memory and cognitive function. I know how easy it can be to stay up late watching your favorite shows or catching up on the news, but did you know that during sleep, your brain is actually busy organizing and storing memories? That's right. Good quality sleep allows your brain to process the information from the day, reinforcing the memories that are important and filtering out what's not necessary. Without enough sleep, your brain can become foggy, making it harder to retain new information. Now, I'm not suggesting you need to become a strict early bird, but getting into a healthy sleep routine can make a huge difference. Aim for around 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night, and if you're struggling to get enough rest, try to create a relaxing bedtime routine. Maybe listen to soothing music or try some deep breathing exercises before bed. And remember, it's not just about the amount of sleep you get, but the quality of it as well. A good night's sleep can do wonders for your memory and cognitive function. With these 3 habits, staying physically active, keeping your mind engaged, and ensuring you get enough sleep, you're already setting yourself up for success in maintaining your brain health. But there's still one more habit I want to share with you in the next part, so stay tuned for that. Trust me, this last one is just as powerful as the first 3, and I can't wait to dive into it. Now that we've covered staying physically active, keeping your mind engaged, and ensuring you get enough sleep, it's time to dive into another incredibly important habit, nourishing your brain with the right foods. What you eat plays a huge role in the health of your brain, and it's never too late to start making healthier choices for your mind and body. When we talk about brain food, we're not talking about anything too fancy or complicated. It's about eating a balanced diet that supports your brain function and provides the nutrients it needs to stay sharp. Foods rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and essential vitamins and minerals are your brain's best friends. One of the top foods that support brain health is fatty fish, like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These fish are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for brain function and help reduce inflammation in the brain. Studies show that omega-3s can improve memory, cognitive function, and even protect against age-related cognitive decline. So, if you enjoy seafood, aim to include fatty fish in your diet at least twice a week. If you're not a fan of fish, don't worry. There are plenty of plant-based sources of omega-3s, too. Walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds are excellent options. You can sprinkle them on your cereal, toss them in a salad, or add them to smoothies. And, of course, don't forget about other brain-boosting foods like blueberries, which are rich in antioxidants and have been linked to improved memory and cognitive function. Green leafy vegetables like spinach and kale are also fantastic choices for protecting your brain as you age. They're packed with vitamins and minerals that support cognitive health, including folate, which is essential for healthy brain development. In addition to these brain-boosting foods, it's important to stay hydrated. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day helps ensure that your brain has the fluids it needs to function at its best. Dehydration can lead to brain fog and difficulty concentrating, so make sure you're drinking enough water each day. If you find it hard to drink plain water, try adding a slice of lemon or cucumber for a refreshing twist. Another important factor in nourishing your brain is limiting processed foods and foods high in added sugars. While sugary treats may seem like a quick energy boost, they can actually lead to long-term brain health problems. Diets high in sugar and refined carbs have been linked to an increased risk of cognitive decline and conditions like Alzheimer's. So, try to focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods instead of processed snacks and sugary drinks. That doesn't mean you have to cut out treats entirely, just be mindful of the choices you make. Now that we've covered brain-boosting foods, let's talk about a habit that's not only good for your brain, but also great for your overall well-being, socializing and staying connected with others. As we age, it can become easy to retreat into our own worlds and spend more time alone, but social connections are incredibly important for maintaining cognitive function and preventing memory loss. Studies have shown that people who have strong social connections tend to experience slower cognitive decline than those who are more isolated. Socializing helps keep your brain active by engaging it in conversation, problem-solving, and emotional interactions. Whether it's chatting with friends, joining a social club, volunteering, or even just having a regular phone call with a family member, staying socially active is a powerful tool in protecting your memory. It doesn't have to be anything big or formal either. Sometimes just having a cup of coffee with a neighbor or participating in a community event can provide that mental stimulation your brain needs. And if you're not sure where to start, think about any hobbies or activities that could help you meet new people. Whether it's taking a class, joining a book club, or learning a new skill, the key is to stay engaged with others. It's not just about fighting loneliness, but also about giving your brain the opportunity to stay active and sharp through interaction and connection. Along with socializing, another great way to keep your brain healthy is through mindfulness and stress management. We all know that life can get stressful, especially as we face new challenges as we age. But chronic stress can have a negative impact on your brain, leading to memory problems and even accelerating cognitive decline. This is where mindfulness comes in. Mindfulness is all about being present in the moment and taking time to focus on your thoughts, feelings, and the world around you. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, or even mindful walking can help reduce stress and improve mental clarity. You don't need to spend hours meditating to reap the benefits. Just a few minutes each day can make a big difference in how you feel and how your brain functions. And let's not forget about the importance of laughter. Laughter is not just fun, it's also a natural stress reliever and a great way to boost your mood and memory. Whether it's watching a funny movie, telling jokes with friends, or finding humor in everyday situations, laughter is a simple and enjoyable way to support your brain health. Now that we've covered 4 powerful habits, nourishing your brain with healthy foods, staying socially engaged, managing stress with mindfulness, and enjoying the power of laughter, it's time to move on to our final tip. This last habit is just as important as all the others, and it's something you can start doing right away. So, stay tuned as we wrap up this video with the final key to maintaining a sharp and healthy brain. We've already covered a lot of ground with powerful habits that can keep your brain sharp, including staying active, engaging your mind, nourishing yourself with brain-boosting foods, and staying socially connected. Now, we come to the final piece of the puzzle, and it's a habit that often gets overlooked: finding purpose and staying mentally stimulated by setting meaningful goals. As we age, it can sometimes feel like life slows down. Our daily routines may become more predictable, and we might not have the same sense of drive or urgency that we had when we were younger. But here's the thing: having a purpose, something to look forward to, something that excites you, plays a huge role in maintaining a healthy brain. Purpose gives your brain direction, and when your brain has a direction, it stays engaged and focused. Setting goals doesn't have to mean climbing a mountain or completing a marathon. It can be as simple as deciding to learn a new skill, taking up a new hobby, or even setting a goal to read a certain number of books in a year. The key is to find something that challenges you, that gives you motivation, and that keeps you excited. It could be learning how to cook a new recipe, finishing a craft project, or setting up a garden in your backyard. Whatever it is, having a goal to work toward can help you stay mentally engaged and give you a sense of accomplishment. Research has shown that having a sense of purpose is linked to better brain health, improved memory, and even a longer life. People with a strong sense of purpose tend to have better cognitive function and are less likely to experience the cognitive decline that often comes with aging. So, take some time to think about what gives you joy, what excites you, and what you'd love to achieve. Then, set a goal around it, and take small steps each day to move closer to it. Purpose doesn't have to be grand, it can be as simple as enjoying the process of learning something new or making progress on a long-term project. And remember, goals can evolve over time. What excites you now may change in the future, and that's perfectly fine. The point is to keep that drive, keep that curiosity alive, and never stop exploring new possibilities for yourself. To wrap things up, I want to remind you that all of these habits, staying active, engaging your mind, eating well, socializing, managing stress, and setting meaningful goals, are simple, actionable steps that can have a powerful impact on your memory and brain health. The best part is, it's never too late to start. Even small changes in your daily routine can add up to significant improvements in how your brain functions as you age. Remember, the goal isn't to completely eliminate every bit of forgetfulness or to expect your brain to work like it did when you were 20. It's about supporting your brain, giving it the tools it needs to stay healthy, and living your life with vitality and joy. You've already taken the first step just by watching this video and being open to these new habits, and that's something to be proud of. I hope these tips inspire you to make some positive changes in your life and help you feel empowered to take control of your brain health. As we age, our experiences and memories are some of our most treasured assets. So let's do everything we can to preserve them and continue making new memories that we can cherish for years to come. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. And if you're interested in more tips on living a healthy and fulfilling life at any age, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Here's to living your best life at any age, and may you always stay curious, connected, and mentally sharp. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.